look who's here.
Can I come in, or do you have a house guest?
What do you have there? I'm starving.
Chinese. Can't guarantee the quality, but then, you didn't want to go down to a restaurant with me.
Elliot, I told you we cannot be seen in public, at least not right now.
That doesn't matter. We'll be cozy anyway. And afterwards, we'll be even cozier.
What's this, today's paper?
Yeah, it's just more depressing news about the train wreck at Grand Falls. And probably some lugubrious story about Draper Scott.
Yes, it is. There he is. I can't believe it really happened. He was so sexy in a boyish kind of way.
Well, he's got one problem. He's dead. You worry about the living.
I keep trying and trying. Nothing comes back to me. Not a name, not a face. I don't even know what my face looks like.
Oh, it's a very pretty face. Although it is a bit cut up right now.
Maybe if I got out of bed and looked in the mirror, it would bring something back.
No, you mustn't. Just
I've
rest.
got to know who I am. I don't even know who you are.
My name is Emily. It's Emily Galt. And our housekeeper is Molly Sheridan. I can even tell you what your name is.
You can't? Why haven't you told me before?
Because I wanted us to be alone.
Who am I? Please tell me.
This is you. It was taken 10 years ago, but it is you. And your name is Kirk Michaels.
Oh, God. It's not familiar. Do I still look like this?
Well, you have changed a lot, but it was taken 10 years ago when you were a boy.
This picture, you found it on me.
No, I've kept it. I've kept it all these years.
You? Why? How?
Because I took the picture, Kirk. 10 years ago when you lived in this house. And I knew that you would come back to it someday. And that's just what you did. Last night. You were coming back here. I know you were. And nothing could stop you. Although something almost did. An accident, I suppose. You did have a head injury, and you were unconscious.
Do you think whatever happened nearby?
I don't know. From the condition of your clothes, it looked like you walked quite a distance, maybe through the woods.
Where was I coming from?
I don't know. I only know where you were headed.
Here? This house?
Yes.
Why?
Because you know this house and because you wanted to come back to it.
You knew this Kirk Michaels.
Yes, I knew him. I knew you. And when your memory comes back, you'll know me too, and you'll remember why you wanted to come back here, and you'll remember your name. Look, it's quite possible that you changed your name. I mean, well, 10 years have passed. may be calling yourself something else.
And maybe you're mistaken. I mean, this picture's so old, it's
No.
not even clear. Maybe it
No,
was
there is no mistake.
Well, then, maybe you ought to call the police.
No, I won't call the police. Kirk, do you really want to let the police know where you are?
I don't know.
I think we should just let things as they are. Because my father will be home soon, and he's a doctor, and he'll take care of everything that's wrong with you.
Including this fog?
Everything is going to be all right. I promise you.
Dr. Galt still hasn't returned to his room? Oh, I see. He has checked out. Yes. Well, can you tell me when? No, it's all right. Thank you.
I think he's better. He has a little more color in his face than he did last night. But he's still terribly sleepy.
Well, did you talk to him? Did you, tell him who he was?
Yes, I told him.
And? Did it jog his memory?
No, it didn't. Molly, where do you keep the wine?
In the kitchen. I use it for cooking. I don't drink, you know that.
Well, I just thought it might be good for him.
Liquor was never good for anybody. And if that man up there gets drunk, you don't know what he'll do.
Well, the truth is, I was thinking about having a glass myself.
Well, there's your father, Sherry, of course.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Emily, I believe you're happy.
I am.
I mean, you're not worried or upset or even frightened at this happening, at this man coming here in this condition just when your father's away. I think you're glad it happened.
I am glad, Molly. I'm happier about this than I have been about anything in 10 years.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I only want a sip. I just feel like celebrating.
Well, who is he? Who is this Kirk Michaels?
You never met him, Molly. He, lived here before you came.
He lived here? You mean he was a relative?
I guess you could say that. He lived here before you came to work, before my mother died.
How come I never heard any mention of him?
We, just didn't talk about him, that's all.
Why not?
We just didn't. He was part of the past. But now he'll be part of the future.
Emily, I think I'm entitled to know what is going on here. I've worked for you and your father for years, and I still hardly know anything about this family.
You'll have to ask Daddy.
Well, we'll see. He may not be here when Daddy comes home.
There's been a change since my last EKG. I can practically see the difference in your eyes.
Yes, there has been a change, Leo.
And not for the better.
Not for the better, no. Leo, if you weren't a doctor, too, I could obscure this diagnosis with a lot of technical jargon, but...
You can't fool me, William. I know the severity of my angina attacks. And as I said, I've had several episodes since I saw you last.
Yeah, they're right here in the EKG, Leo. They've left their traces.
All right. Now, you know what I want to know.
Not about surgery, I hope.
No, I realize surgery won't help. What I want to know is, William, I have a daughter, and she's all I have. And unfortunately, I'm all she has.
Yes, I know about Emily.
She's not an invalid or mentally incompetent or anything like that. But she's been sheltered. Something happened in our lives that made us too dependent upon each other. And if anything was going to happen to me, then I sort of have to make arrangements for the future, don't you see?
Yes, of course.
That's why you have to be honest with me. If there's anything eminent on that piece of paper,
Leo, make whatever arrangements you can. And I'm sorry.
I just can't leave her with Molly, with her housekeeper. She doesn't even like Molly.
No other family?
There's no one, William. No one at all. And she doesn't even know what it's like to be alone. Worse yet, she doesn't even know what it's like to be with other people her age. She just shut herself off from the rest of the world just because, well, the reason really doesn't matter. What matters is that Emily will have no one to care for her, or for her to care about.
I just thought it might make you feel better.
I'm so sleepy.
Well, that's all right, too. I think sleep is probably the best medicine for you right now. So I'll just go out and let you rest.
No, wait. I want you to do me a favor.
Yes?
I want to look at myself. I want to see my face. I don't even know what my face looks like.
Well, you just look like the boy in this picture, only 10 years older.
Please.
Well, you're only going to make yourself unhappy. You've got cuts all over your face. No, all right. Okay. Well, do you recognize it? Is your face familiar?
In a way, yes. And in a way, it looks like it belongs to a perfect stranger.
So the hearing didn't go well. Judge Harper can be that way. I warned you.
Yeah, I guess my mind wasn't on the case. Boss, I got a confession to make.
Just put it in writing. 3 copies on my desk first thing in the morning.
Well, I hope you're telling jokes when I get done saying what I want to say here. It's about my lunch date.
Oh, don't tell me. You had garlic. That's okay for vampires, bad for judges.
I had lunch with your wife.
You what?
I had lunch with Raven. Now, look, it wasn't my idea. She called me. She said that she had something very important to talk about, and
Well, what? What you want to know about me? I assume that was the purpose of the lunch.
Well, it wasn't about you specifically. It was more concerning the...
Well, come on. What was it?
Well, I found out one thing. I found out what she's been doing the past 4 weeks. Remember you said you wondered why she didn't get in touch with anybody?
She told you.
Yeah. Apparently she's been in touch with lawyers. She's seen every matrimonial attorney in this town. She's trying to find her chances of getting that kid back. You know, from talking with her, I think that she really loves this little boy. I think you misunderstand her. I think she has some deep maternal feelings.
Raven doesn't have any feelings at all. Why would she... If she's priming herself for a custody battle, there's only one explanation. She wants revenge. She's chosen the right thing. There's nothing she could do would hurt me more, either.
Well, now, I know it's none of my business, but you know, from having talked with her, I think that she has a very good case here.
You gonna take it?
Are you kidding? No.
What about those other lawyers she talked to? Has anybody taken it?
No, nobody wants to touch it. That's why she was so angry. Everyone's afraid to take you on in court.
That's her story? I mean, she's got this terrific case, but everybody's afraid to face the brilliant district attorney?
Well, you have to admit now, she is the legal parent in this case. You are just her husband.
She mentioned the fact that she abandoned Jamie when she went to London, left him on the Scott doorstep like so much laundry?
Yes, but her contention is that that was just temporary.
And her contention is a lie. Draper and April will April will testify to that if Raven is serious about a custody battle. Somehow, though, I don't buy this. She doesn't want Jamie now. She didn't want him then. It's often difficult to tell what she wants, but one thing's for certain, she doesn't want to be a mother.
Yeah. Look, I better be going, boss, okay? Good night.
Let's see.
All right, what's it say?
Talk is simple for ravens who cannot fly.
Let me see that. Elliot, I did not say it was going to be simple. I said it was going to be legal. Now, it happens all the time. Couples are constantly fighting, they break up, and then they try to snatch the kids from each other, and I've never heard of anyone that got arrested for it.
Well, how many of them had district attorneys for daddies?
Look, Logan may be the DA, but he's not the DAD.
Well, he kept the kid for 6 months while you were away in London polishing your English accent and God knows what else.
Logan has no legal rights. Besides, I don't care what happens after we get the kid. I'm just concerned about getting him.
And you're not worried about the abandonment charge?
There are only two people who could possibly say that I tried to give that child away, and one of them is dead.
And the other?
April's my friend. She wouldn't try to stop me from getting my son back.
Look, her husband was your husband's best friend. Seems to me there's a conflict of interest here.
That's ridiculous. April is not going to consider Logan her best friend after what he did to Draper.
He didn't do anything. It was Nelson who prosecuted him.
Cliff Nelson is merely a mouthpiece. The district attorney is the one who runs the office. And April's going to see that Logan was the one responsible for Draper's death because he's the one that sent him to prison.
You're really very sure of yourself, aren't you?
Well, it's also obvious. Besides, April is very numb right now. She's like in a state of shock, and she doesn't even know what happened.
And when she does find out?
Well, then she'll know that Logan's her enemy, not her friend. Because she'll know that Logan's the one that sent Draper to prison, and therefore Logan's the one responsible for Draper getting on that train. Darling, by the time I'm through with April, she's going to think it's Logan's fault that that bridge got washed out and the train got wrecked.
Whoa. Oh, boy. Raven, you know something? There are definitely times when you frighten me.
Well, that's what excites you, isn't it? Molly? Molly, you here?
Yes, Molly, I am happy.
You're leaving this house, mister. And you're leaving right now.